welcome to the SpeakIn podcast. I'm Ananya from SpeakIn, Asia's largest digital learning platform for professional growth through one on one coaching and group learning sessions. In today's episode, we have a distinguished leader from Indonesia who will share their personal corporate journey, insights on leadership, and a lot more. Our guest today is Bambang Yapri. Bambang Yapri brings over 20 years of expertise as the Human Capital Director at Bina Karya Prima Group, leading HR strategy, talent acquisition, organization development, and performance management for brands like Tropical and Shinzu. His career includes roles at Samora Group and leading e-commerce ventures. With a master's in education technology, Bambang is a skilled facilitator and certified coach dedicated to empowering individuals across diverse industries. He actively contributes to HR publications and events, advocating for personal and professional growth. Passionate about creating positive impacts, he embodies a commitment to continuous development. Truly, it's a pleasure to be speaking with you today, sir. Welcome to the Speak In podcast.
Thank you, and thank you for introducing me to the audience.
Lovely, sir. So, to begin with, can you tell us a bit about your career journey and some of the key milestones that have shaped your professional path?
Yeah, so I started my career actually from the manufacturing side because I was graduated as industrial engineering, and then I started my human capital career actually from the learning development area. So I started my career in the shop floor management, and then do some of the training, learning, and also the improvement project. And then get into the human resources or human capital from the learning, and then goes to another broader functions of human capitals, and then evolve to the whole spectrums of human capitals. And now I'm leading the human capital functions for fast-moving consumer goods, Bina Karya Prima Group.
Lovely, sir. Great to hear from you on that. Moving forward, what core principles guide your leadership philosophy and how do you inspire your team to achieve excellence?
Yeah, leadership philosophy. Interesting questions. Thank you. So I think when I goes through the journey of my career and evolve as a leader, the first thing is about the growth mindset, because that we evolve through the journey. We see ourselves differently, but at the same time, the system, the environment is also changing, so that what that we have learned in the past few years may not be relevant anymore in the next 10 years or in the next 5 years. So everything keeps changing, and also the industry that we are in is also rapidly changing, so that the growth mindset is actually one of the key and one of the important things that I see throughout my journey and throughout my career. And that leads to one of the principle that it's not only about being capable, but it's also about how that we stay relevant. So capable and relevant to the situation, the industry, and whatsoever. So that it's also being stay relevant means that we are moving from being an individual contributors, then we have to lead a team. So it's not about building up ourselves as a Superman, but how that we can build a super team during my times as human capital directors. So the last one, I think that it's not only about getting the results, it's not only about having the right process, but it's also getting a progress. So that's all that sums up to the word called growth. So it's also a growth for ourselves. It's also growth for the business, and it's also growth for the team that we have. So having said that, so one of the things that I see as the ultimate goals of a leader is also creating another leader. So it's not only having you yourself on the top, but it's also how that you can get people to be better each day. So I would say that that's also what that I highlight during my journey. So I have a term or a tagline as a be a better you. So we are not comparing with others, but we are comparing with who we are few years back and who we want to be in the next 5 years. So I think that's all sums up the journey that I have as a leader. So hopefully that I can also share the stories and then uh, get all of us to be better of us. So be a better you.
Lovely, sir. Indeed, very beautiful. Moving forward, how do you see the role of HR evolving in the next 5 years, especially in the context of technological advancements and remote work?
Yeah. So it's interesting. That's the continuation of the the things that I have shared about stay relevance. Traditionally, we would say that human capital has been associated with administrative tasks such as payroll processing, record keeping, and all the compliance things. Then it's transformed for a more strategic roles as a business partner, and it coupled with some more complex data. And then the digital revolution is there, and it's even accelerated by the pandemics before, and then it reshaped the way that we work. So we also see the way that we do the human capital is different because it's pushing in organization and individuals to adapt swiftly to the different conditions and different situations. Like now that we have virtual corporate setting, cross-country collaborations, digitalization. So that's become the new norm. And then we have to define also when we are talking about corporate culture, how that we define corporate cultures in a different setting of the workplace, and how that we define the vision and mission if not all of the employee are at the same office or at the same building. So that's the thing that we have to see differently. And I would say that human capital can make a difference by utilizing the high technology, but have the high touch in managing all the people. So high tech and high touch. So I think that's the main things that we want to adopt and adapt so that we can leverage the technology, but at the same time we also have the high touch we can do, and we can build the empathy that might be missing because we rely much on the technology, and people talk to the data, talk to the chatbot, but they also want to feel things that is differently done when we have the human touch in the process.
Sums it up beautifully, so you need the blend between the two, and it's really important.
Mhm.
Lastly, to end our conversation, could you please share a quote or mantra that inspires you and keeps you motivated?
Yeah, I have my own that I have shared before. It's a be a better you. So I find this because that before we have a better understanding about what that we want to have, the first mantra is also about be yourself. But most of the time when we say we want to be ourselves, we haven't known who we are. So I think the awareness of who we are, what is my potential, what is my strength, and then what can I do to improve myself. So that's part of the first mantra that I have about be yourself. So you really, if you go to yourself, you really have to understand yourself. Then after that, you can define where that I want to go. So from the existing situation, existing condition of me, then where am I want to go? So that's be a better you. And when you reach some points, when you reach one of the position that you're dreaming of, when you can build your team, that's not the ultimate goal. You still have to look for what that I call as be the best you by looking for someone that you can groom, someone you can develop as a leader. So it's not only you as a leader, but you also create another leader. So that sums up all the things that I think is really important in building the career. So it's not only about me, but it's also about the ecosystem, and it's also about others.
Lovely. So, I would like to thank you for sharing your valuable insights and experiences with us today. So much to learn. It was a pleasure having you on the Speak In podcast. To our listeners, thank you for tuning in. Stay connected with us for more inspiring conversations with Asia's top leaders. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on our social media platforms. Thank you so much, though. Thank you.